Hello. I think last time we were in like an ice cave, right? Shoot, what would okay. Health is good. MP is good. Okay, I think... Yeah, wait, how do I change the map again? Okay, that's how I change the people. What was the map? Oh, there we go. Man, so much has happened, and I'm like processing all of it, and so I'm a bit scattered right now. So I thought I would come hang out playing this and ramble, because that's what I do. Man, I don't even know where to start. It's just so much has happened. At the same time, it's like maybe I'm like inflating how much things have happened because of my like response to them. And maybe this is just what many people go through. And because of my difficulties in understanding society, like I'm just more sensitive to these things. I don't know. So with this new school, well, let me backtrack. So I do not have a college degree, and although I enjoy learning, and although I sound like an intellectual to most people, I did not successfully complete any degree program for various reasons. And from that standpoint, it's kind of like throughout my adult life, I've been trying to sort out the issues that kind of hold me back from doing things. Not just like not having a degree, but like life situations, like social skills and all these things. And then eventually I found out about my autism and things started making a bit more sense. And then I've worked on the issues that I realized I worked on the skills, not necessarily that they're like my lack of skill in certain areas of my life end up turning into issues, but it's not like it's my fault, you know? It's just like, this is just how I am. This is how my brain works. And so I took a look at the issues that I encountered in my life, and I tried to pinpoint what may or may not be causing those issues. And when I learned about autism, I was like, you know what? I think it all makes sense now. How some people are able to pick up on some of these things, like when they're young, but then other people can't. And I was just I was in the group of people who could not pick up on some of these things when I was younger. Not necessarily just because of my difficulties in, like, my circumstances of, like, my family system, for example, but more like, even if I had a different family system, I likely would have still encountered these issues to varying degrees. But basically it's just like in general, autistic kids and adults have a difficult time picking up social skills and have a difficult time learning things implicitly and need to be told things explicitly, as in like directly told. So when this and this happens, you do this and this. And then there's a variation that when this happens instead, you do this. Kind of, what is this death thing? Whoa, excuse me. This dude can just literally do death on Reptar? That just one-shot Reptar. What do the kids say these days? Rude. Wow. Okay, fortunately I do have a life. Okay, so Reptar come back. And then I got a big heal. Restores a lot of HP to one. Yeah, we'll do one more. Okay. Dang, what was that about? Okay, I'm gonna be careful with those sculptures. I didn't see that last time. Okay, I think we were exploring and there was like some sort of like gem thingy that I saw that one time and I was trying to figure out how to cross the thing. Here's the situation. Maybe, do I have a thingy here that can... Cure stone. Like, Cynthia, do you have more attack stuff? Like what? Okay. In any case, yeah, so just people with autism, regardless of their age, like generally have a difficult time picking up social skills and generally have a difficult time picking up things that are not explicitly told to them, and also have a difficult time with a myriad of other things. Okay, so I got to that point of awareness and I worked on some of these skills and this and that, right? And so now I'm like, okay, okay, here we are. How do I get to that floor? My roommate said something about, yeah, like this is kind of like Pokemon, where the floor drops and you can push the boulders. And so if I can get onto a higher floor and like drop down, something like that. How do I go back upstairs? Okay, I'm gonna have to find some sort of upstairs situation. Wait, does the map tell me what floor I'm on? Okay, I'm on cavern B. B3. So the other one that I was on, because I just fell down, so the other one must be B2 or B4, right? I gotta pay attention now. So I'll try to remember that. I already forgot. Was it B3 or B4? Dang it. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. So yeah, anyway, I have attempted to go back to school. I don't know, at least 6 or 7 times now, like throughout the past 13 years. And it's not that I don't want to. Like, even the situation of like me kind of being frustrated at the fact that even with a college degree, people struggle like getting jobs and being successful and things like that. That's a whole separate conversation. So I'm not getting the degree just so that I can use it to like the actual piece of paper to prove anything that most people would use it for, you know, like, well, I don't know, what do people use it for? Like, I don't wait, are these the dudes who like dead? Made when he's dead? What did the kids say now? Like, make unalive? I'm actively trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I struggle so much with social stuff, and so like I actively, whether it's useful information or not, I'm actively looking at like how other people act with each other, how other people speak culturally, like all these things, just so that I can like somewhat understand. I may or may not adopt whatever they're saying, but I want to at least understand it, you know? And so over the years, I've definitely, you know, perused popular culture and like various niche cultures and just whatever. And whether I personally enjoyed it or not, I was just like, dude, just the point is we're gonna have the knowledge, okay? So I know about Beyonce and Rihanna and Taylor Swift and Britney Spears and, you know, the Backstreet Boys and who are the other popular people these days, etc, etc. You know, I am aware of them. I understand superficial levels of gossip that other people participate in. I don't necessarily participate back. It's more of just information gathering for me. But I've like I kind of like store it in the back of my mind, like it's just there. And then like when I encounter small talk situations and people mention it, I'm like, oh yeah, Rihanna totally like has that makeup brand, and yeah, no, I haven't used it, but I've heard a lot. The marketing seems cool and like it's very diverse, all this stuff. And then I feel like I've contributed, you know what I'm saying? And that has been my like subconscious effort to get to know other people or like to connect with other people. Okay, wait, I think this this ladder, this staircase brings me outside. I think that's what happened last time. So I'll go here. And so that's kind of like, that's what I did before my autism diagnosis. And so now that like I know I'm definitely autistic, like I'm like, okay, so what I was doing naturally was my efforts to do that, and even though it was awkward and clumsy, I think it's a still like a valid way of trying, you know, trying to connect with people. I'm not saying that it's some honorable goal to be able to socialize with small talk, but it's a thing, you know. Oh, maybe I do have to drop in this thing. That was just some random hole there that I've avoided last time, because I was like, you gotta remember to avoid this. And I should have just let myself walk into it on accident. Am I gonna actually fight the thing here? We're gonna do a quick save. Let's do a quick save, and then maybe we'll heal up a little bit just in case. Cynthia, let's do a heal. Okay, we're decent. Okay, let's quick save again. Can we optimize our equipment? Okay, we're all good already. Okay, in case this is like the thing I have to fight, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is B2. Is this a thing? The evil eye? Alright. Let's give us defense. And let's do... I can... like boost. Let's do a boost. Who attacks more? Let's just give it to Reptar. Oh, that was like nothing. Okay. Well, I thought it was gonna be the big fight. It's clearly not. Oh. I have the Levy Stone. Oh yeah, didn't someone want that? Someone was like low-key implying that they wanted it, but I was just like, why don't you just tell me you want that and I'll get it for you, instead of being like, well, if only I had the Levy Stone. It's like, bro, just use your words directly. Okay, so I have the thingy. I think that's it for here, right? So I just leave. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let me see. But yeah, anyway, so my point is, when I say things like, what do the kids say these days? I'm like, literally, this is what I've been saying throughout my whole life. When I was a kid, I'd be thinking, what do the other kids say? And then when I became a teenager, I was like, what do the kids say? And then when I became a young adult, I was like, what are the kids saying these days? And then now, in my 30s, I'm like, yeah, so what are the kids saying? And so now I know what people are saying these days, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether I agree with it or not, I am aware of what they say, and if I had to, I can connect with them just with knowledge. Social skills wise of actually connecting, there are different ways to handle that, but that's a whole separate story too. My point is, I'm tired. And all this manual effort to like learn the skills that I have been lacking all of these years makes me so tired. And that's why I guess for the past few years I've been trolling around on YouTube trying to like make content where I can just be myself and hope to find more people who are similar to me so I can just be myself and not be like, so yeah, totally am aware of the fact that the Barbie movie came out and there was some sort of meme situation with Oppenheimer. I haven't seen either movies, but I read about that being a whole thing. And yeah, so I'm always like a little bit behind on all these things. Like whatever's happening right now, I'm oblivious to because I'm backed up with all this other stuff. And then like I learn about things after the fact, and then by then it's like so old news, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. I didn't really want to talk about it anyway. You know? It's a whole situation anyway. Okay, so we're heading out, right? Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about school stuff. So yeah, knowing popular culture is definitely not going to really help me in all areas of my life necessarily. However, there are benefits to just practicing socializing anyway, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I over the years would be like, okay, I think this is good. I think I am getting better at socializing with people. I am going to actively try to socialize with people more and whatever, try to achieve my goals. And then, but then that also means like, what goals am I trying to achieve? What are my goals? Things like that. And so with the college degree thing, I want to know what other people know that helps them teach kids who are in special education how to become successful and just not necessarily be successful in like a career, but just like navigate life a little bit better. And so seeing as how it's so difficult to get support as an adult, like there's so many little barriers. Man, when I first entertained the idea that I could be autistic, I wanted to get formal help, right? Because there was like this autism like center, but they're like, oh, we only work with kids, but we do in special cases work with adults, but you have to like get formally diagnosed and or have a doctor's recommendation and stuff. And so I went to go to the doctor and I saw somebody, and yeah, I was aware from like stories from other people that it would be an uphill battle. But yeah, my first step into it was definitely just a huge uphill battle. Like this lady doctor was just like, you are an atypical case for autism because you're an adult, basically, because it's usually just in kids. And then I was like, okay, well, you know, there are many adults who likely got missed, and so yeah. And then she followed up with, well, you're also an atypical case for autism because you're female, so usually just males are diagnosed with autism. And I was like, well, I can't change the fact that I'm female, so I was just born like this. Like, what do you want? Like, yeah. And then she sealed the deal by then saying, you're also an atypical case for autism because you're Asian. And I was like, bro, oh my god, you're literally like calling me out on all these things that I can't change. I can't change the fact that I have grown because time has progressed, okay? I have turned into an adult just naturally because time has progressed. I can't change that. I can't change the fact that when the egg was, you know, fertilized and then the cells divided, the probability of me becoming a male or female or somewhere in between, like it just ended up, you know, 50% on one side, and then like I was born a girl. Like, what? I can't change that. And then like I also can't change the fact that, I don't know, the universe decided that two individuals who happen to be Asian decided to like get together and decided to create a family, and then that turns it like, so I can't choose the fact that I'm Asian. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I'm here to get help, and you're just telling me everything about me is a reason why I can't get help for this thing that I think that I am also like that also I can't change. I want to know if I'm autistic, because clearly all the other things I've tried in my life has not been helpful for me. But if I know if this is a path to like answering some of the questions that I've had in my life, and then I realize this is not something I can change either, then I will accept that I can't change the fact that I'm autistic, and I will do things to help support myself. And so can you please help me figure out if this is another situation? Like, come on. Don't tell me, oh my god, you're an adult Asian female and therefore you're like 3 times not qualified to get help as an autistic person. Bro, come on. And so, you know what I did? Like, I got fussy and I made my own support group and whatever. And then the pandemic happened. And so that kind of like didn't pan out anymore. And then eventually I got in a situation and it was very difficult for me. It involved other people and I slept in the bathroom for like 3 weeks. And I was like, I need help. I cannot handle the fact that I keep getting into situations and I don't understand what's happening. And then I get into situations that I'm coping to like deal with. Like, my way of coping with the situations I get into because I don't understand them is by hiding away literally in dark corners on the floor. Like, bro, that's clearly a problem. Like, and you're not gonna help me? Like, how much more dramatic do you want me to be? Like, come on. And so I was so fed up with like everything. But at the same time, because of resiliency and like, I don't know, like passion for living and all these things, I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna sort this out. And so, you know what I did? I found a doctor who happens to, you know, be an adult, because most doctors are adults, and who happens to also be female. Okay, and so then I wouldn't have to deal with those questions. And then who happens to also be Asian. Like, I was like, yeah, those 3 like barriers to entry to get help. There we go. There's this doctor is, we're the same. And so maybe she can help me. And then yeah, she was the one who diagnosed me with autism. She's great. I'm really grateful that I found her and worked with her, especially with this specific delicate topic that society still seems to have like a huge issue with. All the things, right? But yeah, the diagnosis process was not, the process itself was not difficult for me. I enjoyed it actually, because I mainly just had to talk about myself and I love talking about myself, and so it worked out. But then at the end I was like, yeah, you're definitely autistic. I'm like, okay, thanks. And then here's all the paperwork to like confirm it, and I was like, okay, thanks. And so after that I was like, all right, now I know, I'm gonna try school again. School did not work out. I did, like, after just having the awareness was not enough. I still needed to work on a lot of different things, and so yeah, I ended up not being able to finish that school. But then I worked on a lot of my skills, like my social skills and kind of like emotional like intelligent skills and all these things, just all this stuff the past few years, right? And so then flash forward like 2-3 years later, so like last fall, I was like, I'm ready to start school again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it set. Also, dude, am I like, how do I get back to my ship? I got like cross. Oh, okay, I went south. I gotta go east. So in the fall, that's when I did the steno stuff. I was like, you know, I'm not sure if I really want to pursue steno, but I do want a degree, because this thing has been like following me over. Like, it's just the principle of the matter now. It's not the knowledge necessarily, it's just the fact that this degree, this idea of having a degree, this idea of spending X amount of time or effort that society says is required to like for people to do to be successful or whatever, like I seem to not be able to achieve it. Whether I agree with it or not, I can't achieve it like other people can, and that frustrates me. And there are probably other people in similar situations as me that are struggling too, and so I'm just like, I gotta figure out how to do this. Like, and then after I gain all the information, then I'll choose whether it's been useful for me or not. So I was like, all right, you know what? I like the steno stuff. I'll just go to school and do the steno stuff. And so it was fine. And then I encountered a lot of issues with the school. I'm not gonna get all into it, but I encountered a lot of issues with administration, and I found that, oh yeah, literally the coursework itself, I got no problems with this. Some of my peers are struggling a little bit, but this is just a difficult thing. It is actually a little difficult to learn steno stuff. Not just a little. A lot of people seem to struggle with it because it just is very different than what most people do in their lives. But I picked it up pretty well because I enjoyed logical analysis of languages and stuff, and that's kind of what Steno is like. Is basically translating English into this other language, if you will. But more like it's like a coded language based off of English. The theories. I think I talked about what all of it is in a previous Let's Play video. But anyway, point is, the actual material was never the problem. It was always just administrative stuff. It's so frustrating. And yeah, I definitely think I complained about this already. So that was the whole thing. And then I dropped out in January. And then I was like, okay, that didn't work out. I clearly need more support in terms of like my neurodiverse like stuff. Just like, I accept and embrace a lot of my neurodiverse strengths, but there are things I definitely still need to improve on, and so I need to get more help with that. But like, trying to find resources is so hard, and so then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll just go figure out what other people do, and so then that turned into me enrolling in this other school and me trying to do this thing. Okay, so that's where we're at. Everything was going fine. They have everything laid out that you need to do, and all these times, these like dates you need to like finish things and whatever, and I was checking all the boxes, and like pretty much everyone I encountered was just like, you're so proactive, you're gonna do great here, you're gonna, you know, succeed, you're gonna go fast, this is great. And I was like, thank you. But I was also like, you know, a little suspicious, because I know things can still come up, you know. And so I was always just like trying to keep an eye on those things. Wait, am I going the right way? I didn't go back to this place. Is it that one? Like, I take the boat? Oh yeah, this is fine. Oh yeah, because last time I parked the ship over there. Okay, this is fine. I could just go up this thing. Wait, can I just walk now? Yeah. Okay. So everything was fine. I had to do enrollment paperwork. I had to do like financial stuff. Financial aid was going well. Everything sounded like it was on track. It's like, you can't do enrollment, or you can't do the orientation until you did this, this, and this. And I was like, okay, I'll do this, this, and this. And then I was like, oh, cool. I did the thing. Now they're letting me do the next step. Okay, now I'm in enrollment. Okay. Oh, I did enrollment. Now I can talk to this person and like set up my classes. Okay. Everything was great. And then like, I'm going to all these meetings, and it's a little chaotic for me because I don't like video chat. I don't like talking to people like live. It makes me very tired. And then, but I did those, and I found ways to overcome it. Okay, wait, sorry, this guy. I've been after the Levystone for 10 years. The cave to the north looks promising, but I can't go. I'd never hear the end of it from my wife. Wait, I have it now. A mysterious rock that floats in the air. Do you want it? What do I do with it? Oh, wait, is this why the old men weren't talking to me before? Oh man, if I was popular, people would probably do that. What's that? What do they say? Clip it? They'd probably be clipping that, and then it'd be out of context. Okay, no, they didn't talk to me before because I thought I was complaining, and then but I have the Levystone, and then I beat the fire person. So will they talk to me now? I'm Lucan. I see a psycho. Okay, yeah, that's what you guys said before. I'm not reading this out loud because I already read this before, so it's like wasted breath. So you want me to do all the crystals now? Before you say stuff? So I'm just fending for myself now? I gotta just like straight up go exploring? Adventuring by myself? Is that the situation? Alright. Well, can I do with more health? Probably. I'll just refresh. And then I guess I'm going exploring. Dude didn't want the levy stone, so... Anyway, yeah, so like class is supposed to start on Friday, like a few days from now. And yesterday I get an email that the financial aid is not gonna go through. And I was like, whoa, bro, what do you mean? Like, that on your timeline was supposed to get sorted out. Oh, hello ladies. I'm just venting to the void of the internet right now. How are you? I'm actually fine. I'm just expressing the emotions I felt leading up to this, but like right now I'm fine. So like I think it's okay. And yeah, your day seems good. You are all very beautiful. Okay, that threw me off. Okay, so what should I do? Have I been to this like desert before? Should I go to the desert? Yeah. So I was like, whoa. Okay. Oh. Zommel Darkhold? No, not that one. Cutter's Cry? Wait, is that an airship? You know, in like, I think Cutter's Cry, there's like that ship, there's the worm in the sand. Wait, I just get an airship now? Just randomly it comes out of the sand? How does that make sense? Wait, do I just leave my ship there? Okay, well... Oh my god, what is this? Whoa! Okay, this is cool, but also a little disorienting. Dude, wait, so can I just park it anywhere? It's floating, so... Oh. How do I get out? What the heck? Wait, how do I get out of this? Can I walk? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I click. Oh, and then I just have to wait. Okay. Am I allowed to, like, park it here? No. Okay, well... You guys, we're going on an adventure. Forget school. I'm just kidding. Now I don't have to fight enemies. Dude, we're going to the north. Or, let's... Wait. My ship, though. But... I'm just gonna leave my ship here? I don't like that it's just hanging out there. I want to put it back. I want to port it somewhere. Or should I put it here? Okay, I'm gonna park this here. No. I don't want to leave my ship alone. I want to at least put it in one of these things. So, okay. We'll just park it here. And we'll put the ship over there. So it can, like, be at a dock. You know? Why is this one hidden? Sweet. Anyway, yeah, so like, dude, they email me and say that my financial aid's not gonna go through, and I was like, okay. Kind of wish you guys had told me this like 2 weeks ago when you sent me the letter that said that you would be able to get me the financial aid, and then I set up the payment plan based off of that. But like, now you're telling me I'm not gonna get this, and like you're I only have a few days to sort it out. Like, what is this? And so that's been kind of like throwing me off for a loop. So I ended up calling a bunch of people to kind of sort it out. And like figure out what the issue is, like sort out the issue, and like it's a whole thing, right? And And then after that, it's just like, now I just gotta wait for them to process all this stuff again. The issue really was, okay, wait. Okay, so are you gonna be okay there by yourself? Alright. Okay. Alright. I mean, I could like bring it back to the pirate people. Oh, not the volcano. The pirate people, like to hang out over here or something. Over here. Yeah. Alright, well, it just... my ship! My ship! Okay, well, at least I can always see it, like, on the map, right? Yeah, so... I'll come back someday, I guess. Let's go back to Cornelia and talk to that dancer, since she was supposedly supposed to know everything. What's up, you guys? I'm back. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? No. I don't know what else to say. No, okay. You don't have anything to say to me. So, I guess we're gonna go north to go adventuring. Dang. Hey, goblins. How are you guys? Yeah, so the problem is that with the financial aid, apparently, when you are enrolled into schools, there's like an issue. Like you can't, obviously, like you can't be getting money for like both schools, right? Like you only get a set amount. And I was like, yeah, okay, but I'm not going to that other school anymore. And so I verified, like I called the other school and I was like, so when I withdrew from my classes, does that make me an inactive student? Because I didn't enroll in classes anymore, and also I'm not enrolling in like the next like semester term thing. And then the admissions lady was like, yeah, as soon as you withdraw and you don't sign up, you are considered inactive. And if you want to come back here, you have to like activate your account again with the admin office. And I was like, okay, wait, how do I land? Okay, are you saying I can't land in the trees? Okay, probably. So, can I land here? Nope. Can I land here? Nope. Well, like right here. Dang. Okay, oh, so they probably did it on purpose. Well, can I like walk across with my little boat? Nope. Okay. My canoe, you know? Okay, how about right here? Nope. So I guess I gotta go up a little. Ooh, this green is a little different. Why? What? Oh, maybe that's why the green is a little different. Maybe that's why they don't let me park there. Well, so this is probably telling me that I gotta go adventuring more, huh? I can't park. Can I park here? If I park here and then I go all the way down. Okay. Or I can park in the desert. Let's just suss out the space. Let's see what we got. We got a big desert here. Ooh, there's a tower. Okay, I will have to check that out later. What else we got? Oh, another town. It's probably the town they want me to go to since I can't go anywhere else. Okay, we got a situation over here. Ooh, waterfall. Oh, the map wraps around. Okay. A hole. Okay, lots to explore here. These people, okay. Okay, so there's like 3 places I can go. Kind of seems like I should go to the place with the people, so I'll go here. Gaia? This is Gaia. Outsiders often call our town the Eye of the Hawk. To our south is an ancient city known as the Wing of the Hawk. Okay. Majin Buu. So let's get more power. Fancy. Level 3? Sorry, level 7? Okay, sure. What's this? Petrify? Dang, can't learn it. Okay. Their shops even get bigger. It seems like they get bigger. Do they? Yeah, there's... I didn't see this stuff before. Cure... Fully stores one allies and cure status effect. Dude, Zamshu all undead. Okay, yeah, let's get both. Oh, Cynthia can't learn it. Cynthia, no. Okay, it's fine. So there's other like jobs or something, right? That can learn these things. Have you visited the Wing of the Hawk? I can't understand a word they say there. Oh, why should I go there? My dad was always telling me how the castle to the west, so the sandcastle, was a place to test your courage. I have courage. Gryffindor. The official test actually said I'm Ravenclaw. I'm okay with either. I'm also okay with being Slytherin. I'm also okay being Hufflepuff. But I almost never get Hufflepuff. I think I'm nice. Wait, but their whole thing is friendship and I don't know how to make friends. Never mind. A fairy was living at our spring, but I haven't seen her later. I wonder what's happened to her. Okay. I don't believe it. You're outsiders, aren't you? How did you make it up this high in the We're in the mountains right now? Can you fly or something? No, that's impossible, right? Oh. I don't know, we're in the mountains. Oh. Broom. Are you a witch? That broom's always trying to weasel its way out of his chores. I don't know what to do with it. It looks like it's sweeping to me. Oh, look! These are like connected. Kind of like walk to one. That's so cute. That's what I'm saying, man. This is what I like about like simple, like little game design type things. Like it's just pleasant to change the little things that people are familiar with, and then it's like a delight to encounter. Stops time and paralyzes all enemies. That's cool. I can't use that. Oh, I can't use that either. Wow. Alright. Here. Holy. Why? Is this Cynthia just not... Are they like... Is it the level or... Or like... Is it just because of the type of job they are? Dang, bro. I know what I just did. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so let's see. They say a special water called Oxiel gushes from the bottom of our spring, but only fairies can draw it out. Oh, so I'm gonna have to find the fairy. Hello. Okay. I got a decent amount of stuff. Could probably use some aether just in case. Yeah, why not? And then if Cynthia dies, then well, let's get another few of these, okay? And if it's severe, let's get a few of these. Okay. Wait. Let's get at least like a potion or two, just in case. Okay. There was a scholar studying in Ufinian language, but I can't seem to recall his name. Luchan? The old guy? I met him. He didn't really tell me anything. Is this a pirate? I caught the fairy, so I figure she's mine to do with as I please. What's the big deal? I sold her to a caravan. So what? A caravan? Is that a vehicle? Or is that like a group of people? Okay. A caravan. So... Did I already go down here? Okay, I'll swoop around. Oh wait, this is a similar to the design to like the old dudes hanging out. What's this? Wait. Okay. Let's go all the way over here and see if there's any more people to talk to. Oh, dude, I can run? I'm holding down B? I can run? Oh, I ran out. Okay. Oops. What? Wow. Did I talk to you? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I will go here. Wow, okay. Sure. What's the difference between the armlets and the ring? Is that different? Oh, the armlet is a body piece and the arms is separate? Sure. Yeah, we'll get everybody suited up. My roommate said he does not use the optimal thing and he chooses them for himself, and so, you know, clearly he's a pro gamer. Cat claws. If I had more money, I would just get it for the sake of the name of it, but it doesn't look like anyone could really use it, so. So yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, wait, I didn't talk to you. I saw a shining light fly off to the west in the night sky. I know I saw it. Was it the ferry? Because the dude said he caught it and then sold it off. Oh, maybe the ferry like flew off. Like escaped, you know? Okay, so how do I go to the west place? I gotta walk, huh? I just park it here? Yeah. Okay, so now they're gonna make me walk. Oh, I can't run out here. It's alright. I'll just carry on like this. Are you guys undead? Like, do I... Can I just work on anyone? Yeah, so the old school confirmed that I am not an active student, and I was like, cool, thanks. And then I went back to the new school, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not a student with them anymore, so I don't know what's up. And so I was like, you know, instead of just emailing, I'm just gonna go ahead and call the school and talk to someone. And calling people on the phone is like difficult for me. I get so tired. But I was like, I'm gonna sort this out. I'm gonna persevere. I'm not gonna give up. So I called the school, and then the lady was just like, yeah, like, now that we know that you're not a student anymore, like, it'll just take a while to confirm all of it. And I was like, bro, like, a lot. A dinosaur. A Allosaurus. And it's like, it could take 30 days, it could take 2 days, it could just is. And I was like, I don't like that this is, I don't like the uncertainty. That I'm waiting for something that I cannot control. That I have such a hard time. Whoa, Lufenia. Yeah, let me finish this story before, like, I guess I track it. So then, basically, I was like, I just gotta wait, okay. But then I was like, I think I'm gonna call my old school again and confirm that the financial aid stuff is also all sorted out, right? And so I went, did all these things and basically confirmed it. It's kind of a funny story, which maybe I'll tell like next time because I'm getting kind of tired. So I'll just, we'll explore this place like next time. But like, essentially, the old school has confirmed to me that I'm not connected to them anymore, and the new school is saying, okay, well, we have to like reprocess all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, but then I wanted my classes to start like on Friday, like in like 2 or 3 days. So what's up, dude? And then they're like, you can do a payment plan or like get a loan, or you can do this. And I was like, man. And then I talked to my mentor, and my mentor was like, yeah, it seems like your options are to like get a payment plan or just like hold off on enrollment for a while. And I was like, I had considered what it would be like if I just hold off on enrollment and just wait for the financial aid thing to go through, if it's gonna take like 30 days or whatever. So I'll just start next month, like next month instead, like in April. But then I was like, I've been trying so hard to get back into all this. Like I'm not just gonna go down without kicking and like screaming, like not just kicking. I don't really like that phrase. I like what it means, which shows that people are gonna fight for whatever, but I don't like viscerally, I don't like that. So more like, I'm not gonna give up without a fight. Maybe that sounds better, saying it like that. But I was like, I'm going to let everybody know my problem. And so that's why I was calling so many people. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the enrollment person I talked to initially and the administrative like admissions person I talked to before. I'm gonna call some more people from here, and here, and I'm gonna let everybody know the situation and like all my attempts. And so there's a paper trail and a call log trail because they like record the calls for quality assurance, etc., etc. And it's like, you can't say I didn't put effort into trying to get this all to work, okay? Even though you throw me for a loop a few days before school is supposed to start, and now I'm scrambling around trying to figure out the financial stuff that was confirmed to all be set 2 weeks ago. Like, bro, ugh. And so, yeah, when I thought of the idea of not finishing or not even starting the school on March 1st, I was overwhelmed, and I was like, am I being too extreme about this? And then, you know, I like went to sleep and whatever, and I tried to calm down, and like I did a lot of things to calm down, and then also like took care of like calling all these people and emailing all these people. And then when my mentor, you know, replied to my email of this stuff saying like, yeah, just not enrolling is an option, I was just like, dang. Like, to hear someone else say it, it's kind of like, wow. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I can theoretically I can set up a new payment plan for the thing, but then there are issues because it's locked to the payment plan I had accepted a few weeks ago, and so I have to get more people like to like close out that one to then start a new as a whole thing. And then I was like, I called someone and it took a while to explain and get them to understand a thing, and then they sent me to someone else, and then I was like the fifth, or like there's 5 people ahead of me, and then I was like, it's fine, I'll just wait. But then after an hour I was just like, bro, what the heck? And then eventually I just like I just solved it myself. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go in and see what I can do and just like potentially break things, but also whatever, right? Like the worst that happens is I just don't pay them any money. And yeah, and so yeah, I've realized that the reason why I couldn't make a new payment plan was because, yeah, my old payment plan was there that would have paid the balance after financial aid. But I was like, well, I can't start school unless I have a payment plan to show that I will pay the entirety of the thingy. But then with the financial aid thing all over the place right now, clearly I have to set up a payment plan for the entirety of the fee. And and but like it won't give me access to that. And then I was like, okay, maybe this current plan is blocking it, and so I just gotta cancel it and whatever. And I kind of wanted to talk to someone before I did that, but clearly I was just like, that's issues, and people were just sending me to other people and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to delete this whole thing. And so I deleted the whole thing, and then it refreshed, and then I was like, okay, now it's showing me the entire bill, and now I can just pay the whole thing or set up a payment plan. But then at this point I'm like, you know, maybe I should just wait until everybody sorts out their stuff before I send them any money. You know what I'm saying? Because my problem with the last school was that I was paying so much for tuition out of pocket and not getting any financial aid from it, like just out of pocket. And so it was like more of a like difficult situation for me to accept, because I was like, I'm literally paying you guys to help me like enroll in classes, to help me get an advisor, to help me discuss this and this, and like people are just sending me to other people. Every time I go to someone new, they send me back to someone else and all this stuff. And so the fact that I'm encountering that situation again at this new school, I'm like, I am trying to be as patient as I can. I'm trying to understand everything objectively. I'm trying to separately handle the emotions that are coming up. Like I handle it by myself, like in my own way with, you know, my close like people support stuff, like my roommate and like some friends and stuff. Like I'm handling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm handling it. But how much do I have to keep on just handling these situations? Like, is this what everybody else goes through to like pursue higher education? Is this acceptable? It's like, dude, why did you make me sign all these thingies a few weeks ago saying that this and this, and why did you unlock these things if you're gonna come back and tell me like later that actually you're not gonna get this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, money's no joke here. Like, it's like, okay, you definitely have to pay us this and this, and you can't excel to the next phase step of the thingy until you do this and this. And I'm like, okay, I agree to the terms, I understand what you're saying, I'm gonna accept all of it. But then now they're gonna do a take backseat on me, bro. And at this point I'm just like, do you need me to call the government to then start like sorting out my account? Like what help me help you help me, you know? It always tends to end up like that. And that's when I start getting really frustrated, because I'm like, why am I doing other people's jobs, bro? No, come on. Okay, so that was the whole thing. Since we're here, I will just tell this story. So in between all these calls, if you're still here hanging out listening to me ramble, like, cool, hi, like the let's play is definitely over. Like in between all the calls, when I called the old school a few times, right? And one of those calls, it was when I had gone to the government student portal and verified whether or not I was still connected to the old school, whatever, and there was a phone number. I was like, I'm gonna call the financial aid office and like double confirm with them that I'm an inactive student. I don't have any more like connection with the financial aid with them. And so in this government student portal thingy where like the grants and the loans and all the stuff is, there was the school and a phone number. And I was like, cool, saves me a step, because I would have had to go to the school's website and then go find the financial aid phone number. So I call the phone number and somebody picks up and they're like, hello, how can I help you? And then I was like, hi, like, I was a previous student and I'm trying to enroll in a new school, but there are some issues with the fact that it seems like I might still be, wait, no, I didn't say that. I said something like, I need help. I have refactored the way that I talk to people on the phone. So let me try to remember what I said. I am trying to get help with the status of my student account. Can you help me with that? Right? Like, I try not to give too much information at the beginning, because it's like, if the person can't even help me anyway, I'm not gonna waste my breath on it. And so yeah, I think I did something more vague like that. Like, I'm just trying to get help with the status of my student account. Can you help me? And then I thought to myself, dang it, by saying it like that, I didn't say anything about the financial aid part, And so they might kick me over to the admissions office, which I already talked to today. And so I was coming up with a new way to phrase it. And then the person was like, oh, have you tried? And then I was like, okay, yeah, she's probably just gonna follow a script and say the admissions office. So I'm gonna have to clarify. But then she didn't actually say that. She was like, have you tried calling the financial aid general office? And then I was like, wait, what? Like, is this not the financial aid office? This is the number that I was given for the school's financial aid office. And then she was like, well, this is the financial aid department, but I'm the director. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I was on the student government site, and this was a number that they said to call, this extension, and so I didn't realize I'd be calling so high up the chain. I mean, and then I was just thinking, like, should I ask if she wants to send me to like the lower ranks or something? But then she was very nice. She was, very professional, and she was like, "No, oh, that's weird, but no, I can help you. How can I help you?" And I explained the situation, and then she like clarified that, yeah, so you're not a student, and yeah, your account thingy is closed off. Well, she actually said generally the account is still tied until somebody tells them to like close it out, and so I was like, I was not made aware of that, but okay. And then without even asking me like to explain even more, she was like, so I will just close it out for you. And so then like, now do you want me to send an email to like your new school? Do they need verification like that? And I was like, that would be great, thank you. And then she's like, so who do you she asked that, and then I said, I've just been working with the general financial aid department in my new school. And so I was like totally just a bit, not starstruck, but like stunned that I was talking to the whole director, of the financial aid thing. Just like the hierarchy of things, right? It's like generally I don't treat people differently. I always try to treat everybody like similarly, like regardless of what their ranking is, because I think everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. But like, yeah, I was just not expecting that. And so she helped me, and I was like, okay, thank you. And then she said, yeah, so if there are any other issues and you want to follow up with this, then just go ahead and call the general financial aid office. You can find the phone number on the website. And I was like, on the college website in the financial aid section. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then, yeah. So that was at least like a somewhat positive interaction within the entire situation. Like it made me laugh that happened, but then afterwards I called like the new school and then all this stuff, whatever. But yeah, so that was kind of, okay, now I have a fun anecdote to talk about. But it's a whole thing, man. I'm really trying not to give up on this, but I'm definitely constantly having to question, like, what am I here for? I don't even care about a degree in itself. What am I here for? But then at the same time, I was like, you're right. I am here to learn the social skills required in order to navigate society. And literally, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm learning how to navigate this society, this school system, this higher education system. I am learning how to navigate, and I'm learning how to ask other people for help, whether they help me or not. I am like handling the emotions that arise as I get frustrated. I am continuing to push through to try to get myself situated in 2 days for this and that. And like, so in that way, I am already seeing the benefits of trying to pursue a college degree. But at some point, I guess I'm just worried that I'm gonna hit another roadblock and it might be too much, right? And thus far, I've been able to overcome it. This was not so overwhelming that I could not handle it. I am handling it. It is difficult, but I am handling it. And I feel like maybe me from like a few months ago might not have been able to handle it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm acknowledging the fact that little by little, I'm getting to where I want to be. I'm getting to a point where I'm processing all these things that are difficult for me in relation to other people and like getting help for myself. And it's difficult, but I'm like somewhat proud, and so I think that's a good sign. I think the amount of self-reflection I do is like at an all-time high these days, because I need that self-reflection to then help gain perspective, to then help me process the emotions that come into play and see what my next plans are. And so it's okay, it's fine. If I don't end up being able to start school in a few days, I already have a plan of what I will do in the meantime, waiting for the school to start, like get the financial aid situated, and then possibly starting in April instead. I'm trying to be flexible, and I'm trying to like not take it so personally, even though I know that I can become emotional when I don't understand things. I don't like when things are up in the air. I prefer more grounded communication and systems. And so like I'm very aware of all these things now. Like I'm starting to better understand what the triggers are, the particular triggers are. Some of them make me more upset than others, and it, like sussing out all those things is very important for me. Like in general, I don't really see myself using the degree that I'm going for the piece of paper to like prove anything to anyone. But like I said, my goal is to learn all these like skills so then I can pursue my own projects, which I still have a lot of passion for. I just don't know how to I don't know how to maintain those projects. Like I've started a lot of projects and I hit a certain roadblock, usually when it involves other people, and then the project kind of like goes back to sleep, you know? And so the project right now is getting a college degree with financial aid, because it's important to me, because eventually I'm going to have to deal with government stuff in my life, you know? Like, I mean, I already have, but like, even so, if there's a situation where I need to deal with multiple departments and industries and like whatever, like I'm gonna have to know how to navigate it. And I feel like at least in this school system, like I have a better chance of not letting it affect my life as much, you know? Like it'd be different if I was learning these skills while trying to get like, I don't know, something more official, like at a job, or like healthcare or something like that, you know? Like that would more negatively affect my life. Like for this one, gaining knowledge is actually somewhat of a privilege, even though I think it should be a basic need. Like I think people should have access to education if they want it. That's a whole separate story. But yeah, it's fine. I will be fine. But I definitely am going through it. And you know, I don't think I get very negatively emotional when I create content and stuff. I do get a little bit loud. I do get more passionate about the way I talk about things, but I generally only objectively talk about how things become difficult for me. I don't actually show through like my emotions how it becomes difficult for me. Like for example, like I'm not like crying in my videos or anything, even though I will admit I was crying like every 30 minutes or so while I was processing everything yesterday. Like that is a whole conversation in itself, actually. Like I've been joining all these like support study group thingies for school and all these things, and like a lot of people are kind of talking about the difficulties they go through, but they express it in such emotional ways. Like, you guys, I've been just crying all day. Like, I cannot figure out how to do this assignment. And I'm just like, like, the amount of emotion that they're putting in their writing right now to express how they feel about this assignment, is that similar to how I would feel for that assignment? Or is that just how people express themselves, like, online? Because that's how other people express themselves. Or are they actually having such a difficult time and stuff. And so then I kind of compare myself to that. It's like, well, I don't feel emotional about assignments, but I feel emotional when like I'm trying to get help from the administration and then like stuff doesn't work out. And so is it just that we have different problems? You know, so it's a lot. I've been thinking a lot about like, I guess, thinking that I don't have that many social skills, but then slowly realizing that maybe other people don't either, and so maybe it's not that bad. And then thinking like I don't have very good emotional regulation skills, but at the same time it's like I get emotional, but I handle it like by myself in my room by like crying and or like finding like things that make me happy, like K-dramas or, you know, snacks and stuff, and then I get back to it. And I don't necessarily go out into the public to like cry and stuff. Well, I guess I am now with these Let's Plays, you know what I'm saying? But like it's a little bit different, right? And so is my emotional regulation behavior like okay just because I handle it, but then when I present myself to other people, people just see me as a proactive student trying to sort out like just school stuff. Like people see me as mature and responsible and organized, and I've been told that, but I don't believe it because inside I don't feel good about myself with regard to some of these skills. But then is it just perspective? Like, has the way that I've been handling all of the stress in my life just been comparatively the way that you're supposed to do it because I'm not bothering other people with it? Is that how you know you can handle your emotions? Like, if I'm out in public and someone else is out in public and something happens and they're crying and like arguing and yelling outside, does that mean that they cannot handle their emotions or regulate themselves? Whereas I might be crying and yelling and stuff, but just inside, in my head. Like, does that mean that I can control my emotions? Or does that mean my emotions are still controlling me? I'm just not expressing it outwardly. Like, is one better than the other? Or are they in themselves their own thing and neither of us are controlling our emotions well? Is there a difference between controlling your emotions versus processing your emotions? I guess there's a difference between handling your emotions positively or, well, in a healthy way versus a negative way. So, like, my way of coping with situations is learning new skills, and someone else's way of coping with their situations might be shopping or eating a bunch of junk food, like whichever. Pick your vice, people say. So me choosing to cope with encyclopedias is not so bad, right? Even though I feel like it's bad because I'm not actually handling my emotions. But compared to everybody else who doesn't do the same thing, it's like I'm not bothering anyone. I'm just somewhat getting more knowledgeable. Unhappily getting knowledgeable. But then everyone is like unhappily shopping or unhappily like overeating. Like, can we get rid of the unhappy part? How do we get rid of the unhappy part? That's what I'm saying. How do we get rid of the unhappy part and so that it becomes more of a neutral or happy way of like handling things? I don't know. And that's what I'm trying to solve. Everything's up in the air. I have a lot to think about. Okay, that's all I have. I made basil pasta yesterday. Basil chicken pasta from scratch. I'm so proud of myself. Like, it didn't taste great, but it also didn't taste bad. It tasted healthy. And I was like, cool. Because last week I was sick with maybe a mild cold, but then that also flared up like my stomach and like my right side pain, and so that was the whole situation. Because apparently when you have a cold or something, your postnasal drip drips down your throat, and then that can give you a tummy ache. And I was like, yeah, people don't really talk about this. And then that caused a flare up in my GERD, the whole thingy where the stomach acid goes up to your esophagus and stuff like that. And then that turned into a whole situation, and so I was dealing with that the whole time. So I was like, man, I can't eat anything then. I gotta eat just like plain stuff so that, you know, this like inflammation goes down. It's painful. And so I was like, I want to eat pasta, but I also can't have like tomato sauce right now. So can I make something that's like basic? And then so yeah, I made this basil pasta thingy, and it was decent, and I was proud of myself. Is that what life is? Is that a happy life? Just being okay at things and just being like, yeah, this is all right. Not super happy, not super sad, just okay. Is that different than complacency? Okay, now I'm just seriously rambling about philosophy and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go watch a K-drama, have some dinner, and reflect on my next steps, and I guess balance out whether I have learned enough from this experience of trying to go back to school, and or if I'm going to continue pushing through and calling and emailing more people so that I can get to school on time at the end of this week, or accept the fact that maybe I'll have to just wait until April is the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, bye.